Your forecast first, NBC 10 News Today starts now.
You're watching KTVE, NBC 10, your weather station celebrating 65 years of keeping you informed. Home of the live Storm Tracker Doppler and voted by you as the best newscast in the Arklamis. This is NBC 10 News Today.
Good morning. Thank you for waking up with us today. I'm Maya Hudgen.
And I'm Hunter Elise. New this morning, harrowing tales of survival are emerging in lawsuits filed over the capsizing of an offshore oil service vessel in the Gulf of Mexico. The Secor powerboat overturned in severe weather on April 13th, killing 13 people. 2 of the 6 survivors, Brian Myers and James Gracian, filed suit Tuesday in federal court in New Orleans. The documents recount how they escaped from the capsized ship and spent hours in the cold Gulf waters before being rescued. The widow of Dylan Daspit also sued in federal court. The Secor Power's owners are seeking to limit their liability under federal maritime law.
Scott Daspit, the father of Dylan Daspit, has become the face of the group that has been searching for 8 weeks for the missing Secor 7. Here's what he has to say about how he plans to continue.
The answer is, I don't know when I'm going to be ready to stop. I said from the beginning, when God tells me I got enough, then that'll be the time.
Scott Daspit and a group of volunteers continue searching the marsh for any signs of the missing crew members, including his son Dylan, who were aboard the Secor Power when it capsized in the Gulf of Mexico.
Looking under the trees, under the debris, moving things around, and if we can find somebody that's still surviving, wonderful. If not, hopefully we can find some closure to some family.
Scott walks through mud and water along the ridges and following grids, facing a grim possibility.
You don't know how bad I wish, walking through these debris lines, that I catch myself looking for a hand, looking for an arm. It's reality.
The next milestone they're waiting for is the return of the Secor Power to shore. When that will happen is still not clear, but the NTSB and Coast Guard tell Scott it could be the 3rd week of June, likely in Terrebonne Parish. Families have asked Scott to continue the search until the vessel gets to dock.
They all said, Mr. Scott, what you going to do if they pick up that vessel and Dylan and the rest of the guys aren't there? How are you going to feel then? And makes you think, if we quit today and we have an opportunity to find somebody or find closure tomorrow, how can you quit?
A bill proposing to raise the legal age for smoking and vaping in Louisiana from 18 to 21 cleared its last hurdle Tuesday. The House gave final passage to the bill in a vote of 91-0. The bill now heads to the governor's desk, and it's unclear if he will sign the bill into law or veto it.
Louisiana Senator John Kennedy introduces a new bill called the Flood Insurance Fairness Act. He says rate increases will soon take place for flood insurance in the Pelican State. He says the rate increases have been developed in secret by the Biden administration without congressional approval.
I have introduced a bill today. It's called the Flood Insurance Fairness Act. It's very simple. It says that FEMA cannot implement these new these new premium increases, which FEMA calls Risk Rating 2.0, without congressional permission.
Senator Kennedy says without this bill, rates will increase for new policies in October of this year. They go into effect for existing policies in April of next year.
School may be out, but lunch and breakfast meals are still an option for families in El Dorado.
That's right. NBC 10's Gabrielle Pfeiffer has more on how parents' needs are being met right here in our own neighborhoods.
All right, baby, go on the other side. You might want to double up, for the other one. That's
the El Dorado School District is rolling out a new plan for the summer, providing grab-and-go meals for children right through the window of their new food trailer.
We just want them to still be able to come to the table. So this is one of our ways of bringing the table to them.
Handing out 2 days worth of healthy snacks.
I got juice, chocolate milk, raisins, apple, orange.
And meals to fill the kids up throughout the day.
Oh, my. That's their hot meal.
And my kids was happy to see that. And they still like, oh, wow, look what we got. Yeah.
But it's not just a win for the kids.
And you won't have to spend any money.
And those without transportation won't have to go far to feed their children. Haygood Neal is just one neighborhood the district will set up shop for the summer.
We've picked out 8 different spots here in our community. They're bus stops that have 50 or more kids that get off the bus during the school year.
Parents say it's a long-awaited need that has now been addressed, and they're hoping the district will keep it going.
And I hope y'all keep it up all summer, and we can try one if you can.
The food truck will be hitting the road again on Thursday, and they will be in the Rudell Acres neighborhood. You can check out the El Dorado School District's Facebook page for more information. Reporting for your weather station, I'm Gabrielle Pfeiffer. Back to you.
Thank you, Gabrielle. Still to come on NBC 10 News today, a pair of Olympians are all about family.
That's right. After the break, we shared their story of how their spouses became their coach. But first, here's Lexi with a look at your fishing game forecast.
Well, for today, scattered chances for showers and storms could still be possible, but it's not going to be as widespread as what we did see yesterday, and we are not anticipating any severe weather. In fact,